After 8 months on the bikes riding south from Alaska, we found ourselves in Las Vegas. We stayed with a lovely family for a week to edit a video and replace some gear. The time on our US visas was running out fast, but we knew we couldn't leave before seeing the Grand Canyon. So before heading south, we set our sights east to see it for ourselves. But we still had a lot of desert to cover between here and there, and as usual, not everything would go to plan.
Bye! Bye guys!
Thank you!
So we are now headed east, out of Vegas. We've plotted out a route on some questionable little roads, so we'll see if they turn out to be rideable or not. But yeah, I'm very excited to get back out into the desert.
Beep beep. What do you think about this?
I think... wow.
And on that articulate note, we crossed into Arizona, our 6th and final state of our time in the USA.
Adios, highway! This is our beautiful spot by Lake Mead. I thought this would be a good time to introduce you to our new home. It's our new tent that we picked up in Vegas from a company called Slingfin. And we're very happy to have working zips again, so we can both climb in our own separate doors. And even if these zips eventually break, there's 2 spare zips at the ready. So hopefully this tent will last quite a bit longer. Also, our bums are really hurting because trying out a change of saddle, we went with these Brooks leather ones that everyone seems to rave about, but they are rock hard. Apparently it takes a little while to break them in. You okay?
Look at that! Cute man. Oh, not too bad.
Not too bad. Whoa.
Ah!
No, it's alright.
We made our way back up the wash to the main road and set our sights on Temple Bar.
It's named Temple Bar after that, which apparently looks like a temple. Cheers. I was not expecting this place to have a store, so I think we might just hang out in this shade.
Forever.
Forever. It's like...
A ver, cabroncito.
Oh,
Practicing.
39.
That night we stayed at the campground there, and the next morning filled up all of our bottles for a super remote 2-day route towards a gas station that was pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
Headed to Greg's Hideout Road. I'm going to give you a tour of the local cacti in the area this morning, because there's some very beautiful ones. I'll try and put the names on the screen. These little ones, Joshua trees. I'm not sure if they count as cacti, but they're very spiky. Those ones are the spikiest. Then we have these big red barrel ones as well that have a few flowers popping out of the top. You gotta watch where you walk, because there'll just be cactus parts all over the floor. There's a lot of spikes in there.
Ouch.
Ta-da! This gas station is what we've been looking forward to for quite a few miles.
From here, the plan was to head northeast to a place called Grand Canyon West. But we weren't going to see the canyon just yet, as, to be honest, we didn't want to pay the $100 entrance fee. So the plan was to follow Buckendo Road along the rim. At Grand Canyon West, we were told that the road we wanted to take was closed, so we poured out all of our water and prepared to go back. And then we were told that it was a public road and that we could in fact ride it, so we filled back up with water, and then when we went to ride the road, the cops came and told us that it was definitely closed and that riding it would be trespassing, so we poured out all of our water again and set off for the 30 miles back to the gas station.
So we're back at the same gas station that we were at 2 days ago, because our plan got foiled. So we've had to backtrack all the way back, and next up we're going to try that way and head to Route 66. Look at this digital nomad squatting with a laptop outside a gas station in the middle of nowhere. This is our new road. Should take us to Route 66. Take us around a day. Looking great. I love this tent. Super strong in winds like this. Glorious. And this is Route 66.
Giganticus hericus.
If you've never heard of Route 66, it's probably the most celebrated highway in all of the United States.
I see gold in the
And it is absolutely lined with quirky roadside attractions, diners and classic cars. It goes all the way from Los Angeles to Chicago, and to drive or even cycle the entire thing is something on a lot of people's bucket lists. So if we were going to have to cycle on any highway, Route 66 was a fine choice. When she called, how come
So funny.
Shaking like a soldier in my shoes. I had a dream. You were a laser light burning down the city in my blues. I owe it all to you. I owe it all to you. I do. I owe it all to you.
We came here to eat famous hot dogs in Seligman, and I asked for a small Dr. Pepper.
What is that?
No, not, but then they gave me the real one.
In this episode, we venture over to Washington's Olympic Peninsula.
We're currently filling our waters in the back of a grocery store. We're off for another 3-day section through the desert to get to Grand Canyon Village. What's that? Yeah, very heavy.
Heavy ass.
Oh, you bleeped it yourself.
We managed to stitch together a route on the map that would lead us directly up to the Grand Canyon. But as usual, we weren't too sure if it would actually be possible, as there's a lot of private land around here. But we were going to give it our best shot.
All of the different roads we were hoping to take are all firmly gated up with padlocks and no trespassing signs. We've found an entrance to all the land back here. It's all state trust land, but we got a permit for that, so hopefully we'll be able to find our way through.
Al fin salimos de la ruta 66. No más pavimento, por favor, gracias. Hoy la verdad no me siento muy bien. Amanecí como con el dolor de garganta, así como si me fuera a resfriar. Es la primera vez que me pasa en todo el viaje. No me había enfermado, nada. Pero pues ahorita me la voy a llevar tranqui.
We found our way to a nice secluded campsite, and the next day Victoria woke up with a pretty heavy fever. So we decided to stay put in the tent and let her recover for the day. With only a few weeks left on our visas, we had two options. Turn back to Seligman, rest up and wait it out, and then head south from there, or push on through it to see the Grand Canyon. We didn't have enough time to do both. The next day she was feeling just about strong enough to get back on the bike and decided that a few days of suffering would be worth it to see the Grand Canyon. So we transferred as much weight as we could from her bike to mine and slowly but surely continued on north.
So the road we thought was a road has turned into a fence. We're going to try and squeeze the bikes under the fence, because we know we're allowed back there, but someone's just put a fence up.
We are badasses.
I don't have much footage of these few days as Victoria was suffering. This was a real battle for her. We didn't have any medication other than a small supply of ibuprofen, and yet here she is, way out in the wilderness, pushing on and crushing miles. These are the kind of situations where you really find out what you're made of. On day 3 since she first got sick, Victoria was finally starting to feel like herself again.
She needs help.
And just in time for our final approach towards the Grand Canyon.
Ya me siento un poco mejor, pero como pueden escuchar mi voz, ando un poco ronca y con las lagrimotas acá. Pero ya, como quiera, la fiebre ya pasó. Por lo pronto encontramos unos trails hermosos y súper fuera de la nada, sin nada de gente. Por acá, por acá, por acá.
Well done.
Ah, ay. It's breathtaking, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's quite big. That's crazy. What do you think of the Grand Canyon?
Man, it's my baby.
It's a huge baby.
It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I will never get tired of this place.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
no one could get tired of this place.
Hello. So Keith and Renee, who watch our videos, have very kindly offered to put us up in a hotel for a couple nights right here in Grand Canyon Village, and I don't think we've ever needed a hotel more, and they're definitely not cheap here. So thank you very much, Keith and Renee. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video.
Do you have anything to say after the video?
Do you have anything to say after the video?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.